Hey gang, meteorologist Jeremy Capel with you here on this Thursday evening, a volatile evening now, setting up across portions of the lower Ohio River Valley, portions of the middle Mississippi River Valley as well. I've got my lovely bride with me, aka Lisa Ray on Facebook. She's actually taking care of some other social media stuff associated with our show tonight. That's the Weather Live at 8:45 show that is featured on my main Facebook page. This update will be again focusing on the severe weather that is currently ongoing across portions of the Ohio River Valley, portions of the Mississippi River Valley, and we do have active tornado warnings that are in effect. So let me get this shared out to our friends over on Facebook and also on Twitter, and then we'll get started again with our radar analysis and expectations for this evening. You know, this situation not too unsimilar as to what occurred in Tennessee last week. You know, the devil's always in the details, and by no means are we expecting an outbreak of that magnitude. A lot of this comes down to exactly where the storms form, how strong they get, and if in fact they impact populated areas. And right now we're fortunate because we don't have any major metropolitan areas that are in line, but this is something that we are watching for you right now. So let me get these hashtags on my tweet and we'll get rocking and rolling here. You ever think you'd hear me say that, hon? Let me get my hashtags on my tweet.
No. Didn't.
It just happened.
Hashtags on your tweet.
That's right. All right, that's the way. So we can now get started with a little bit of business. Who do we have on the program right now? We've got Jason on, and we've got Emily Ware Pittman, big supporter of Team Capel. We've got golf ball size hail just minutes ago here in Western Kentucky. That's from Wizard Dragon. What is your location? Yes, we are gearing up for springtime, and it's coming a little fast for my liking, but that's all right. We're here to cover this stuff. So with that being said, let's take an early check of your radar situation. I've been reconfiguring my computers for this spring, and so in many aspects this will also be a trial run for us. And take a look at that. You're looking at us looking at you. Actually, no, you're looking at us looking at ourselves. It's very not cool. Let me fix that. Here you go. So we've got 3 tornado watches that are in effect right now. It does include parts of southern central Kentucky, far southern Illinois, northern sections of Tennessee, the boot heel of Missouri, and now back across portions of Arkansas, far extreme southeastern sections of Oklahoma. There are multiple tornado warnings. That's in the bright pink. Severe thunderstorm warnings are in the dashed red areas. And we'll start north of Little Rock right now. See if I can't bring in some of these local storm reports for you in real time. And here we go with the warning list. I'm going to populate this and see if we can't get this on your map. All right, we'll start you with the tornado warnings. And again, we are reconfiguring the way we do things around here, so you have to bear with me as I pull in these additional warnings. And she's taken off. You were supposed to be helping me. She's like, I'm out of here. Bye, hon.
Bye.
I'll join you in progress here.
You
Yeah, I plan on going.
okay.
Unless I'm compelled not to. But that's the idea. All right, so give me a moment. Again, we are reconfiguring the way we do things. So I want to make sure that I'm piping this in correctly. Let's try this one right here. There it is. That's my actual, you're looking at it, so that's my actual warning. So I want to be able to share this information with you in real time. Okay, and so we've got tornado warning in effect. This is for southeastern Carter, southwestern Wayne, northwestern Butler counties. I wonder why that's showing at the bottom of your screen, because it's not on mine. That is Butler County, Missouri. Okay, let's go on to the other one. This is out of Louisville, Kentucky. Tornado warning for northwestern Hart, northeastern Edmondson until 5:30. Storm capable of producing a tornado, located, this is a little while ago, was just west of Ollie, moving east at 35. I think this one may be about to be replaced, and it has been replaced. Okay, tornado warning from Paducah, Kentucky. Tornado warning for south central Wayne, southeastern Missouri, northern Butler. I feel like we just read that one. Okay. Anyway, all of these storms, radar indicated at this point. But you can see we've got a whole mess of precipitation associated with this as well. So I'll put this in motion for you. And yeah, that's a messy looking camera angle there. Is it just me, or do I have a box in box? I think I do. I think I've got one too many of these open. And turn one of these off. Popping up all over the place now. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, I see. I'm tracking here. Oh, don't turn that one off. Nope, nope. Alright, that's better. So, just got a ton of rain for Louisville to Richmond north. That severe threat looks to remain south of your area. And so the area outlined where the watches are currently in effect, that's where the concern will remain for now. And so that does encompass, again, a good section of real estate. It's basically going to be along the parkways, along and back across portions of the Mississippi River Valley. Hopefully we keep this threat out of the Nashville area, especially North Nashville, but right now that is where that watch is in effect. So we'll continue to monitor. Okay, I do have analyst radar plugged in as well. I've been reconfiguring this as well. So again, a lot of what you're seeing is kind of train wheels for me, getting me back up to speed. We covered quite a bit of severe weather last year, and we had some pretty good success covering the Joplin tornado. There's my buddy Jacob Gooding on here. Finally made it to one of your streams. Jacob, good to have you. I have not done a lot in recent months. We covered a few things over the course of the winter, but really I'm just trying to gear up and make sure that I'm ready for the severe weather season. But thank you for being here, Jacob. So I'm kind of walking through some of my tools, and again, you have to, I apologize if I'm a little rusty. I am a trained meteorologist, just so you know, for those that may not know who I am. I do have an urgent message at the bottom of the screen. Completely disregard that. Let's get that fixed, in fact. I might be able to do that in real time. We're looking at analyst radar. Again, the crawl I've got to work on. Maybe I'll get the latest information in from the National Weather Service. There is one tornado warn cell near Munfordville, but the rotation is not as great as it was. Honestly, it never was great, but it was good enough. Again, mid-level rotation on the screen on the right. There's where it kind of peaked, and now we're looking at it as we move forward in time. And there's a closer up look at that. You're looking at reflectivity on the left and velocity on the right. This is out of Hopkinsville, I believe. Yeah, Hopkinsville radar. Got a storm with rotation developing. That's a severe thunderstorm. And let me see if I can't bring up the warning information here. It's not popping up either, is it? I'll just have to read it to you. Severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Ohio County has been canceled. Okay, that's good. What about this one here, though? Okay, they're going to go ahead and cancel that warning. I'm not sure why. It's still showing on there. It looks like there's quite a bit of wind associated with that, which appears to be an RFD, rear-flank downdraft, perhaps. So they're saying that's canceled. That's all right. And we will come back over to our other radar view now. There's a look at the broader view. We'll put everything into motion here. And again, I'm kind of just training my wheels. I'm testing my wheels. We had a lot of hardware upgrades over the course of the winter, including a brand new primary workstation. I'm happy to say that we haven't had a crash in over 3 weeks, and we've had a lot of streams during that time, which is great. That is a lot better than what we were doing. We now have the capability of multi-streaming again. Should be able to go 2-3 platforms at a time. This one just designated for my YouTube channel, though. Again, just kind of testing. And I invite you guys to like and share the channel. Excuse me. I'm used to saying show for Facebook. We do spend quite a bit of time on Facebook, but I love YouTube, and I'm hoping to begin to spend more time on here. Wizard Dragon, that's the storm that dropped the golf ball hail. Is that the one that they just dropped a severe thunderstorm warning? Let me know where you're at. I want to go back to that and look at that again, because I'm not understanding why the severe would be dropped. Okay, so that's just part of the storm. It does remain in effect for Butler County for golf ball sized hail and winds to 70 miles per hour. I do want to look at this, so I'm going to come back over to this again. You're kind of looking at the broad perspective. There's a lot going on here, and so don't mind me while I do a little bit of tap dancing. So let's go program settings, and could really use a Jack Allen on a day like today. I don't know if he's on here or not. I know he had to work. Okay, so let's go radar composite with watch warn. Okay, see if it remembers these settings here. Okay, and we'll come back to that. I do want to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center's forecast here. What you're looking at, I'm going to take off reflectivity. This is that area of enhanced risk. They've got it all the way to Interstate 64, which is too far north. Again, everything is shifting south with this storm. So your real risk is going to be south of the parkways. So this area here is what we're looking at. So that's where the risk in my assessment is now. That enhanced risk further north doesn't look like there's much of a chance for that to materialize. There's just simply too much precipitation, not enough instability. So I would expect that to improve. Let's go back over to our analyst radar. And we'll take a look at some model data before this feed is done as well to show you where the storm threat is going. This is the storm cell that Wizard Dragon was talking about, Central City and Muhlenberg. I've actually, Wizard Dragon, got family in Muhlenberg County, Kentucky, and particularly in Central City. So small world, my friend. Do you by chance know any Websters or Armstrongs down that way? Because they're likely related to me. Okay, well, with that being said, so let's go back to the storm. It is still a severe thunderstorm. I had good rotation with it a little while ago. There we go. And what I want to do is take a look at the NROT. This is normalized rotation, oftentimes is an indicator of the likelihood of a tornado reaching the ground. And NROT of peaking somewhere around 1.3, 1.4, which is pretty significant. That back into motion for you guys watching again live severe weather coverage across portions of western Kentucky right now. And I want to look at also the hail potential with this one. So we'll look at VIL and VIL density, and there it is. Whoo-wee! You can't miss that. Yeah, so that's that storm again. Do you see golf ball sized hail? How? Aurora Fields. No, this is not coming towards Cincinnati. Okay. Jerry, good to see you on here. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. The SPC is looking kind of nasty. I'm still desensitized because of May last year. Got a little hairy. So yeah, that's the storm that was producing again maybe some very much sizable hail south of Central City. And you can see now as we move forward, it still looks like it's got a pretty good indicator. There's a decent amount of instability in the atmosphere, and I'm going to take a look over at SPC analysis with you coming up in just a couple of moments. In the meantime, there's a look again at larger perspective with the Storm Prediction Center having that enhanced risk. But again, I think the northern part of this might be a little bit overdone. We'll come back over to current radar and watches and warnings. All right, that's popping on now. There you go. You can see the active warnings as we loop everything into motion for you. Last couple of hours. I'm going to turn this down to the last hour and a half of data, where they do have not one, but actually technically 3 tornado watches that are in effect. If you're watching me from back home in southern Indiana, the Louisville, Kentucky area, you're fine. I don't see much, if any, in the way of a severe threat. It's all south of you. And the reason is because that's where the instability is. These storms are going to start chasing moisture, which is south. They've got to go south. They're not going to go north. You guys get the rain. Bowling Green, look out. Those storms heading towards you in real time. A severe thunderstorm. Whoop. Slow that down. Severe thunderstorm warning was just issued for Bowling Green. See if we can get some information on this. And again, I'm playing around with the, there you go. It just was posted 4 minutes ago. It goes until 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. That is for a storm capable of producing hail and a tornado is possible. Hail to wow, 1.75 inches. So they're looking at golf ball hail, and they're saying winds to 80 miles per hour. Again, this is the information coming in from the Storm Prediction Center. That's pretty nasty. All right, so our friends in Bowling Green, it's time to batten down the hatchets. We're going to take you back over to analyst radar in a moment, and we'll take a look at what that storm is capable of doing. We do have a nasty, nasty hail core associated with that. We are leaving in 4 minutes. They're leaving in 4 minutes. That means I have to make a decision in 4 minutes. All right, well, we want to watch it into Bowling Green. Can we make it 5? I'm negotiating here. We do have families.
There are people waiting for it.
All right, we'll be down there. All right, I do just kind of want to watch the storm a little longer, though. You know? Storm relative velocity here. Okay, all right. It's unorganized. Doesn't mean you can't get a spin up on it. But we're just not seeing, it looks more linear to me. There's that large hail core out ahead of it. It's very large hail, mind you. Well, we're looking at somewhere in the order of, I'm looking at veil density currently, trying to get an estimate of the size of the hail. That would be 2 to 3 inch size hail, if that's right. I don't know that it is. Hope it's not right. We're looking at maximum DBZ about 67, 68 DBZ. That's at about 2,700 feet. So it's a sizable storm. It's something to be contended with. Dropping to the southeast, it looks like. And this is moving at what speed? And looking through my various feeds, which does include National Weather Service out of Louisville. All right, so that's Grayson, Hardin, Hart, and LaRue County severe thunderstorm until 7 p.m. Okay. But again, the nasty one is the one for Butler, Edmondson, and Warren County until 6:45. They're saying a tornado is possible out of this one. As this storm is dropping, how fast? It looks like it's accelerating about, I'm guessing 40 to 45. Let me see. The storm is moving. It says 35. It looks like it's moving a little bit faster to me. But let's go ahead and put a track on it. And I haven't tracked on this particular system in a little bit, so you guys will have to bear with me. All right, where is my tracker? That's the question. SPC severe. Nope. Again, the main threat with this is going to be that potential for, there's a look at it again from analyst radar perspective. There's going to be wind and hail. The tornado risk is there, but it looks very much linear to me. So we'll be watching for that. Again, I'm kind of brushing up. It's been several months since I've had to do real-time severe scanning, and not since I got the new system in place. So this is kind of me practicing. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad tonight. If it does, I'll try my best to keep up. And it's been so long I can't even find my tracker tool. It's around here somewhere. Give me a moment. Alright, we'll come back to it. Alright, what about Mesoanalysis? See if I can't take a look at Surface Cape. I'll turn this bad boy on here and see what it gives us. Here we go. This is good. This is helpful. This wasn't available last season, by the way, so this could be a game changer. We're looking at watches, warnings. We're also looking at instability. This is surface instability. where you can see it's definitely highest out here, where we've got somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 units for portions of western, northwestern Arkansas and the far southeastern portions of Oklahoma. Much less, again, there's not as much instability once you get yourself into Kentucky, but the dynamics are better. I bet you if we look at helicities, they're probably pretty good. Here's a look at, let's try 850 millibar winds, shall we? Oh, cool, check that out. Okay, yeah, at 850, I love this. This is real-time analysis. The purple color here, that's indicating more. We've got 850 winds nosing in from Evansville to Jonesboro, and looks like they're between 50 and 60 miles per hour. So that's pretty strong. That's enough to sustain these storms for a while here this evening. Okay, into the tornado warned areas out here out west. Oh, you can't even see what I'm showing you. That's too bad. Again, my training wheels are back on. You guys got to forgive me. It's been a little while. Okay, so this is a product that I'll come back to. I'm going to play around more with. I do want to see helicity, though. Is it on here? There we go. This is EHI, Enhanced Helicity Index, and it does show some higher values, again, into portions of Arkansas. One storm, it's a little ways away from Jonesboro, but worth watching. Radar indicated tornado. I don't have the counties in front of me, but if you live out this way, just know that we're casually tracking here. I'll turn off the meso data. And again, kind of focusing on the big picture, put this back into motion for you here. Take a couple questions and comments. We've got about 23 people on here, and again, as you saw my wife popping in, I'm going to have to leave. So I did just want to get on here real quick. I do not have your future radar yet, but I can get that for you. So one quick scan of future radar, a couple of questions or comments, and I'm going to get out for a little bit. I'll keep my eye on it. I'll be watching on my radar scope, and then if we need to come back for another update a little bit later on this evening, we'll do that as well. Right now it is about 6:38 Eastern Time, so 5:38 Central. Watching the development of strong and severe thunderstorms, portions of southeast. Let's bring you on over to the 3K NAM. 3K NAM, talking about what these storms are going to do here this evening. And here it is. Alright, here's the name. Let's go to it. Again, this is focusing on Kentucky and Tennessee. I don't want to ignore our friends out in Arkansas, southern Missouri. We'll take a look at both of them. Again, future radar is what we're going to give you an idea of how this is all going to play out. Alright, so this was valid as of when? This is 4 o'clock. We're approaching, this is, whoa, this is not initializing well at all. So I don't know if we can use this data, but I don't think we can. So let's try HRRR. Okay, HRRR, it's still not great. Data is having a hard time keeping up. Again, everything's further south than what it's showing. So, I'm not going to spend too much time on this data. It's garbage data. Alright, so don't worry about that. Just know that those areas that are seeing the storms right now, it's going to continue to push to the south. Do a final check of radar after we take a couple more comments here. Enjoy your supper. Robin Kuman, good to see you on here. Emily Ware, and then Miranda Stevens. We cannot see what you do. Oh, right, Miranda. Yeah, that's my bad. Again, I'm testing my wheels. Kind of getting refreshed with spring weather beginning to come on us, and I've reconfigured. We've got new hardware, so I'm testing out a bunch of equipment. But again, I want to take the opportunity to do that. I am going to take a break here, though. We will come back later on this evening if we have the opportunity and if the weather warrants. But I do want to thank you for being here. One final check of radar. Again, look out for some pretty nasty storms moving into southern Kentucky. Northern Tennessee, unfortunately, you're not out of the woods. I want you guys to continue to monitor this very carefully here this evening. And as mentioned, just stay tuned. And again, and make sure you hit the notification button. If you haven't already been subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We'd love to have you come back. And we'll continue to monitor the situation remotely here. And we'll pop back on as needed this evening. In the meantime, thank you for being here. We will talk to you guys soon. Stay safe. Stay tuned, my friends.
For Danny.